Nicole Crane, and today I'm going to be talking about referrals to my peers from the VITA SLRC coaching program. But first, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Exquisite Starter Pack because I am closing enrollment for that quickly. So right now I'm just taking discovery calls on Fridays and Saturdays from 3 to 11 p.m. I'm going to put the link for that in the comments. And that means that the 26th of October is the last day to do a discovery call with me for the starter pack. And a lot of times people don't necessarily want to feel the need to do that, but I just want to offer that for people who do want a little bit of reassurance or a little bit more face-to-face interaction to make sure that our chemistry is really good as coachee, and that it's going to be a good fit for you. So if you don't have time for that before the 26th, please message me with any questions that you might have. I'd love to get that sorted out for you. And it is a 4-week, mostly pre-recorded program, so all of the practices are pre-recorded, and so I guide you through them through videos that you receive each week, and then you repeat the practices on your own. And then there is a question and answer session weekly, so that if you do have any questions about the materials, then we can go over that for clarification before you move on to the next week. So, since I don't currently have my little webinar system set up, I am offering the fast purchase bonus of a free coaching session as well that's included in that package. So that is a 90-minute one-on-one coaching session, so we can either go into greater depth with any of the 4 topics that we get into during your session, or we can kind of assess, especially if we do a discovery call ahead of time, kind of where you could use some extra attention. It could be on a totally unrelated topic. So super excited about that. And this will be the final package that I'm, group package or pre-recorded package that I'm offering before the end of 2019. So I've got some interesting stuff cooked up for 2020, and I am also kind of offering one-on-one coaching ongoing. So if that's something that you're interested in, we can kind of start and stop whenever you'd like. I do prefer to do packages of 3 or more sessions because I feel like that's a little bit more effective than one-offs, especially when we're doing homework and check-ins and accountability and things like that. So, and just a really quick mention in case you're not familiar with Exquisite, that is my women's signature package, and I've kind of gone over some things that it is, but kind of something that arose this week, that one of the results that it gets for women who go through the full program is that it harnesses your unapologetic lust to use as energetic fuel for your dreams and goals. So that's just one of the many benefits. It's kind of like a blend between shadow work, self-love, empowerment, and also sexual thriving techniques. And so if you have any other questions about that, I have tons of information on my website. There are a bunch of YouTube videos about the topic online at Nicole Crane Coaching. That's my YouTube channel. So just talking a little bit about referrals to my peers. So there were 100 plus, maybe more than 200 women. It's been a year since most of us graduated, so it's kind of hard to keep a finger on the pulse of what everyone's up to, but shit ton of women that are trained in the same coaching techniques that I was. And so I chose women's empowerment and tantra for my 2 majors, and I'm still currently working on my tantra major. I should be finished with all of that by mid-December. It's kind of crazy at this point, but it's going very smoothly, and I'm really loving delving into tantra at a deeper level because so many of the teachings that Layla Martin introduced us to throughout the program were tantric in nature, as well as based on Taoism, and psychology, of course. But so Those are my specialties, but if that isn't your area of focus that you need help with, like a lot of my peers coach women through their first orgasm. Personally, I feel like that's a little bit slow for my taste. I, well, okay, I know I've been teasing this a little bit, but I do have a more foundational program coming out in 2020 that is more geared towards like blossoming skill sets, whether it's purely sexual or whether it's soulful and tantric and kind of spiritual in nature, which could help women with their first orgasms, but currently, like, Exquisite is not really geared. It's geared towards women who have had many, many orgasms and would either like to have better orgasms or get back on the horse, so to speak, with having a really awesome sex life. But so I could refer you to some of my women's sexuality major peers. I have some peers that also, well, I'm just going to list off a bunch of the majors that they specialize in. There's men's sexuality, women's sexuality, jade egg, conscious dating, relationship transformation. There are some women who have already graduated from the Tantra program, if that's something that you're really passionate about, is like having like currently certified practitioners, and life transitions, which is like dealing with death or aging or menopause or divorce, things like that. So if any of those spark your interest more than my offerings, I am happy to refer you to some of my peers, because just even like the basic level core coaching training that we went through is fabulous material, and I feel like that alone could like help somebody for like several years, maybe even longer. Honestly, like I foresee myself utilizing access to my network of peers for like decades to come, because when it comes to these topics and just like kind of like holistic health in general, I feel like nothing I've ever done has even come close to the value of these practices. So yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm sending you lots of love. I hope that your week is going really great, and we'll talk soon. Mwah. Sending you lots of love. Bye.